Hello everyone, and welcome back to Steins Gate. I'm G, and we have just been notified that we may have a terribly large responsibility to take us beyond 1% divergence from where John Teeter came from, where CERN took over the world and something dystopia. I forget exactly what the details were, but on with the show. The tone of Teeter's mail has suddenly changed. He thinks I have some kind of power. First, I feel a sense of pride. Next comes apprehension. Could this be a trap? In the first place, I can't confirm if this is the real John Teeter, and I don't even know if the John Teeter from 2000 was really a time traveler. If Teeter's worldline theory holds, then that could explain the supernatural events I've experienced. But this last statement is pretty hard to swallow. As soon as I begin to doubt, all his words start to smell like lies. Mayuri!
You know why I don't cosplay? Mayushi doesn't want to stand out. I mean, I'm your hostage, right?
Oh! Mayuri! My heart! Oh no! Oh, you're gonna give me heart failure. That stuff about the IBM 5100 might have been a lie too. The mysterious program code could just be a simple bug. Now that he claims I have special powers, he's starting to sound like some new age con artist. Besides, I don't need Teeter to tell me that. Kursu jerks at the sound of my laughter. Don't just start laughing like that. It's creepy. But I must. He says I have powers. Isn't that rich? You don't have to tell me what I already know, John Teeter. I snap my eyes open wide. I raise my phone high to the heavens. My true power is the magic eye, reading Steiner.
Sounds to me like you've got a bad case of chunibyo.
Eh? Kursu hides her face in her book. She pretends to read, but I can see from here that her ears are bright red. How does she know about Chunibyo? Is she an at-channeler after all? No, that doesn't matter now. I need to reply to Teeter. Read, observing convergence. What is beyond the wall? What will happen when we cross it? The future. If we cross the wall, we will have freedom. If we do not, then the dystopia I came from will be your future. In exchange for providing false peace and joy, your masters will stamp out every last vestige of free will. As I said on @channel, my goal is to change that future. And you may be the one who can make that possible. Okay, now it's getting creepy. Is this some new cult? Or is he really trying to con me here? He's also contradicting himself again. The Teeter who appeared in 2000 said he traveled back in time to retrieve technology lost in World War III. Yet this guy's saying that he came to prevent the creation of a dystopia ruled by CERN. This guy might be an imposter. I'm fed up, so I quit replying. But just as I'm about to put away my phone, another mail comes. I open up my phone reluctantly while enduring Kurisu's cold glare. And what I read there: John Teeter, Future 2. Kyoma, I want you to be the Messiah. Raises the hairs on the back of my neck. What is this? Fear? Disgust? I don't know, but something is very wrong. Messiah. Oh boy. Oh boy, everything's fine. Messiah, noun. 1. In Christianity, a title for Jesus Christ. 2. One who brings salvation to mankind, a savior. 3. One who rescues others from peril. Salvation, noun. 1. Deliverance from pain and suffering, from Kojian Dictionary. John Teeter is a fraud! I scream at the absurdity. Daru and Kurisu give me exasperated stares, but I ignore them. Me, the Messiah? Ludicrous, to think that I would save humanity. I am no Messiah. I am the insane mad scientist, Hoin Kyoma, who has walked through fire and bathed in an ocean of blood to escape the clutches of the organization. My desire is chaos unending. Do you think that destroying the system will bring peace to the world? The answer is no. No, I say. Death to the naive fools who believe such lies. The collapse of authority means that lawless chaos shall reign. Mwahaha! Makisishi, what the hell happened to Okarin?
Beats me. A few hours ago, he was exchanging emails with John Teeter, and then he suddenly got quiet. And then he started ranting. He's been like this for half an hour.
He's been acting strange all day, don't you think?
Agreed.
Listen up, lab mems. It's time to resume Operation Ord. Seriously? The manager's still downstairs, you know? Fret not. It's almost closing time for the Brown Tube workshop.
The phone wave doesn't work at night, remember?
It's worth a try. We need to figure out how late the phone wave, names have to change, works. At the same time, I want to see if the two of you can use D-mails to change the past. Change the past. I still don't believe in the many worlds interpretation or Teeter's attractor field theory. Actually, I'm starting to doubt them more and more. If we want to know how the world works, we'll have to figure it out ourselves. And to do that, we need to experiment. One thing I'm sure of is that the mass disappearance in Akiba is related to D-mail somehow, as is the strange disconnect between my memories and everyone else's. According to Teeter, I have a supernatural power, the one I call reading Steiner. My doubts about Teeter's veracity aside, I do need to determine if I am indeed the only person who keeps his memories when the past changes. Change the past to your liking, as long as it's something easy to observe. Preparations for the phone wave, names have to change, are complete. Daru's eyes wander to the ceiling in thought. Next to him, Kurisu shrugs her shoulders and starts gathering her things.
I'm going back to my hotel. Show me a report on today's experiment tomorrow.
Hold it! When I grab her by the shoulder, Kurisu nearly topples over.
Hey, what's your problem?
Who's writing that report?
You, of course. This is your operation. And if we could get a report from the subject too, that would be even better.
Kurisu glances at Daru. Are you not interested in changing the past? What happened to your eagerness to experiment?
Did you forget what I said this afternoon? I'm against it.
But you were so enthusiastic when we began the experiments. You went along without a single complaint.
In your dreams, maybe.
I twist my lips into a grin. You're not being objective, Christy. Celeb Sev.
If you're going to correct yourself, at least get it right.
We've already performed one experiment. I changed the past. Hey, no fair. Ah, but you were in on it too. But when the past changed, you forgot that it had ever happened. Are you talking about this afternoon? I mean, when you suddenly started asking about the Lotto 6? Exactly. I explained what happened earlier this afternoon. You're not joking, are you? I'm serious. Seriously? One good look at my face, and Daru seems to understand I'm not joking. Kurisu, on the other hand, has a sour look, but she's always like that. Why did everyone else lose their memories? Actually, did everyone else lose their memories? Let's check our texts! Mayuri!
Mayushi won a magazine sweepstake once. Amazing, huh? You know the hero of Gunbam?
Gunbam? Yes.
Gunbam Setsuri? I won an autograph from his voice actor.
Magazine. You're still reading anime magazines? You're a true otaku. Why are you so mean to Mayuri all the time? be nice to her. Setsuri? Is he from the latest Gundam? I haven't seen it. The original is the best anyway. Gundam. Is that supposed to be like Gundam, but like backwards? Probably. I never knew Mayuri was a voice actor otaku. Probably this one. The other two kind of feel a little like, ew, you're a weeb, gross, Mayuri, ugh. Which is, be nice to Mayuri. She is a sweet and precious being and I love her. Okay, mail sent. In order to find out, I need them to perform the same experiment. Okay, there's one thing about the past I definitely want to change. Daru is quick to adapt, as always. We've known each other for a long time. He trusts me implicitly. Or maybe he's just being faithful to his desires. What? Are you going to tell yourself to go on a diet? I wouldn't diet even if future me told me to. Daru tells me he wants to change the events of the Ferris Cup held at Make Me Nyan a few days ago. On that day, Daru got insta-killed by Ferris in a Rhina Access Battlers match. You're gonna change the result? I remember every move Ferris-tan made. It'll be easy to take her from behind. Aren't I a genius? Ferris is probably too good for that to work. She'll just counter his counter strategy. Whatever. Daru, prepare the email. Hell yeah. I'll give it my best shot. Daru hunches over and starts typing out the mail, leaving me to input the forwarding address into the phone wave to exchange. I sit in front of the X68000 and take a look at my watch. It's 6:55 p.m. No way to know if the phone wave name switch exchange will operate at this hour. We haven't figured out the exact window yet. So why do you think you're the only one who remembers? You're awfully persistent. I see why they call you the zombie. I don't follow. Zombies never stop coming. They're persistent. Cut the jokes. I'm serious here. Kursu's glare is scarier than usual. I might have wet myself a little there. I think that the key is who receives the D-mail. Only the recipient himself is able to retain his memories. That would be my guess. Actually, that hypothesis doesn't explain the mass disappearance in Akihabara. Of course, I still don't have concrete proof that the mass disappearance incident was related to D-mail. We'll never know unless we experiment. After Daru, you'll send the next email. Think about what you want to write. No. Kursu replies emphatically. I'm not sending one. Scared? That's not it. Then are you worried about time paradoxes? Well, there's that, but it's more like a personal policy. A policy? Changing the past feels like cheating. I may only have 18 years of life experience, but I don't want to change any of those memories. I see. You're perfect now, so you don't want to change. That's not what I said. I don't want to deny who I've been, because even my failures are a part of who I am today. Even if we solved all of the phone wave names to change problems, you wouldn't use it? Even if John Teeter said you could use his time machine to travel to whatever time you wish, you wouldn't use it? Even if a blue robot cat from the future were to jump out of your desk and give you a doorway to everywhere, you wouldn't use it? Kursu nods firmly. I wouldn't. But you love experiments, don't you? Something wrong with that? So basically, you like to experiment on other people while you watch and cackle at the result. You truly are a mad scientist. Why you... Done. Kursu stalks towards me, but is pushed aside by Daru, who presents his phone with a triumphant grin. I take a look. At Ferris Cup, enemy setup. VLVVL VLL. I don't get it. Me neither. It's how Ferris-tan plays your cards. Can't you tell? You guys are lame. Well, whatever. Preparations are complete. If this works, the mail will arrive at Daru's phone 52 hours ago. The discharge phenomenon occurs normally. I close my eyes to shield them from the lightning and sparks. The D-mail was sent. Daru should have received it 2 days ago. However, why do I remember? When I sent a D-mail earlier this afternoon, everyone else forgot all about it. If Daru's D-mail changed the past, then the present should have changed too. Daru should be the only one who remembers that he sent a D-mail. Did the past change? Daru looks around in confusion. Wait, Daru, you remember too? Huh? Remember what? That you just sent a D-mail. Daru nods. Then I turn to Kurisu. She answers before I ask. Of course I remember. What are you... Oh, I see. According to your hypothesis, you and I shouldn't remember sending the D-mail. Daru, did you beat Ferris in the Ferris Cup? I don't know. Okay, let's go take a look at what the text is. Rukako! Yay! Getting all of the friends' texts. Mayuri-chan's obsessed with this anime called Rainet, so I rented it to see what it was about. I don't usually watch anime, and when I do, I prefer romance, but I found this anime to be pretty deep, even though it's aimed at children. I was surprised. P.S. I was so engrossed in Rainet, I couldn't do any practice swings with Samadare. I'm sorry. How much time do the practice swings take you? Like, did you just binge watch this real bad? I don't know. Rainet. Now you're hooked on Rainet? Everyone around me is buying into this Rainet craze. How can it be so popular? Don't tell me it's an organization plot. There were attachments. Oh my god. Rainet Kakeru. On to the future. Rainet formation. Completely engrossed by their discussion, Kirari and Tamaru raise their voices. Just what sort of person is Kakeru? Kakeru is actually a warrior who protects the order of the internet. A net guardian. Kirari and Tamaru want to tell their friends how cool that was, but Kakeru forbade them due to the risk that he may have to fight with the culprit. At that time, they received news that the mystery hacker, Beesman, yes, has attacked an online game server. Kakeru immediately challenges him using Nagaya-san's newly made Rainet card and the unique browser, AlphaGate. The first use of a new Rainet card. Despite his lack of experience, Kakeru successfully casts his boot spell. But just when Kakeru thinks he has easily won against the cracker, Beesman, who has completed control of a game server, overrides the game system, sealing Kakeru deep within the game's loop dungeon. Kakeru is in danger. At that moment, somehow Kirari and Tamaru also server dive. They came to save Kakeru. Furthermore, these two are well versed in this game. As game players, they couldn't forgive the hacker who has taken over the server and toyed with the game players, so they decided to join forces with Kakeru. With their magnificent assistance and Kakeru's shoot ability, they successfully defeat Beesman. Saying Beesman is really just... feels good to say Beesman. Anyways, and when they do, suddenly an unknown chat window opens on their monitor. It's a signal from the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department. By any chance, are they here to praise us? They think in delight, but the police turn to them and say, "You're under arrest!" Oh no! For romance. That's your problem right there. You can't waste your time with romance fluff. If you have that much free time, then practice with Samadare. Boo! Don't be mean. This is the same one. Cool. Man, okay, let's go with this one. It's a little bit less mean. The other one's just like, screw your interests. Nah. Which is mean. Rikako doesn't deserve that. Mail sent. Okay. Oh no. You said the winner gets Ferris's home cooking, right? Did you eat it? What happened? I don't know. This sucks. I checked Daru's send history. As expected, the D-mail he just sent isn't there. I do, however, find the D-mail in his inbox. He received it 2 days ago, just like we wanted. This is the same thing that happened when I sent my D-mail. Maybe the past hasn't changed. I'll try calling Mayushi. He's the one who changed the past, yet he doesn't remember what happened after the change? That's odd. Mayushi, you're still at work, right? Is Ferris-tan there? She is! Can you ask her if I beat her in the Ferris Cup? Did I get to eat her home cooking? Who lost? I did? Oh. Barely took 5 seconds? Oh. Okay. Darius' shoulders droop as he hangs up the phone.
I guess that means that the past hasn't changed.
Why? It changed for Okarin, right?
Maybe your foolproof plan wasn't so foolproof. Like, maybe it only gave you a slight advantage.
I had the same thought. Ferris is supposedly a world-class player. Darius' time travel cheat may not have been enough.
Since Fairy's son defeated you anyway, the past didn't change.
Yeah, but I mean, the game would have played out differently. That might not be enough to cause world-line divergence.
Like Okabe said, you would need to make a change that's easier to observe, or else there's no point to this experiment. Not that I approve of this experiment or anything.
No, it's not over yet. I can still fight. Darius starts typing another mail. One more time. I'll try sending my past self some more advice. This time something that'll ensure my victory.
You really want to win that badly?
More like he wants to eat Ferris's home cooking. Cooking! Oh my god, G, what are you doing?
He wants to eat Ferris's home cooking that badly.
That's my final answer.
Daru writes another email. I don't bother checking what it says. I won't understand anyway. We activate the phone wave name switch change and send the mail through, just like before. Oh? Nothing happens. No discharge. Usually it happens 10 to 25 seconds after pushing the start button. The timer counts down to 0 without incident. Out of time?
Looks like it. But my advice was perfect.
There's nothing we can do about it. We'll postpone the experiment until tomorrow. I checked the clock. It's just past 7 p.m. Looks like that's the cutoff. After I left yesterday, I was thinking, how exactly does the phone wave make time travel possible?
It works like the LHC. Didn't you say the LHC was like a giant microwave?
If every microwave could turn into the LHC, then Japan would have black holes popping up everywhere.
Whoa, that sounds worse than earthquakes.
I know it looks like CERN is able to create curved black holes willy-nilly, but that's not supposed to be possible. You can't just press a button and make a black hole. Even if you could, the risk would be unthinkable. It's ridiculous to suggest that a household microwave could generate a black hole.
Teeter's time machine is small enough to fit inside a car, and it makes black holes. Well, that's what he said, at least. Now that I'm a little skeptical of Teeter, I don't feel like bringing it up.
My point is that there has to be something else going on here. Some outside source must be injecting electrons into this microwave.
An outside source of electrons? What could that be?
Well, I'm going back to my hotel. I've had enough of this filthy man cave. See you tomorrow. Don't forget to write that report.
Kurisu flings off her lab coat and hurries out the door. She was serious about the report? Kisishi's lab coat. I wonder what it smells like. As Daru reaches for the lab coat to smell Kurisu's lingering fragrance, I grab him by the neck and pull down hard. Cut that out! If you have time to be perverted, then go think about how to change the past for tomorrow's experiment. There wasn't anything to do after Kurisu left. I tried operating the phone wave name switch change a couple more times before I went to sleep, but the discharge phenomenon simply would not occur. Now it's just the next morning, and I'm sitting on the bench in front of the brown tube workshop. It's still early, but it's already blazing hot. It's as if I'm baking in the sun. Sweat is dripping off my chin. We're supposed to be experimenting today, but not a single lab mem has arrived yet. After waiting impatiently for a while, the first person I see is... It's gonna be Suzuha. Maybe not. Maybe it's gonna be Mr. Brown. Okabe, don't you have anything better to do?
Good morning, Mr. Okarin.
The Tenoji pair come riding in on a moped. How many times do I have to tell you? Call me Kyoma!
What should I do, Daddy?
What nonsense are you trying to feed my daughter?
Have you not properly educated her, Mr. Brown? This child of yours refuses to call me by my true name. Please do something about it.
We got mail! We got mail!
Assistant. Have you written that report yet? For your information, I wasn't joking yesterday. If you blow this off, then you have no right to call yourself a scientist. Maybe this is too much for a freshman like you to understand, but writing papers is part of being a scientist.
Report! Let lesser men worry about such things. I have inventions to build and discoveries to make. I am not a mere scientist. I am an insane mad scientist. If you're so confident in your superiority, then show me your power. Jesus, none of these are great. Yeah, this one's a little bit less abrasive than the others, I guess. I want to be a nice boy. Ignore all of my other series that I've got going on. Like the one where I murder people. Anyways, who cares? Don't be so picky. Nah, you don't have to listen to what this guy says, okay?
Okay.
The manager parks his moped and quickly enters the store. Sister Brown's about to follow him when...
Ah!
She turns her attention towards the end of the street and instantly brightens up. I follow her gaze and see Mayuri walking this way. Oh no, am I gonna have to do Mayuri and I in the same thing? Oh god. That means I'm gonna have to make sure that they're different. I might die.
Good morning, Okarin! Mayuri!
Nai runs up to Mayuri with a happy smile. And without breaking stride, she jumps into Mayuri's chest.
Good morning, Nai-chan! Good morning!
They get along so well that you'd think they were sisters. Mayuri has the ability to get along with anyone, so it's no surprise. Nai avoids me and Daru, but she adores Mayuri and always goes for a flying hug whenever she gets a chance. Daru sometimes complains about that. What a lucky girl. I wish I could jump into Mayushi's chest like that. Gross! No, wait. Maybe it would be better to have Nighttime jump into my chest. Also gross! His internal debate went on for hours.
This is for you, Nai-chan. Enjoy!
Mayuri takes some candy out of her convenience store bag and gives it to Nai.
Thank you! I have some for Okarin too!
She offers me some, which I silently accept.
Why are you sitting out here?
I'm waiting for all lab MEMs to assemble.
Are you slacking off?
Why, you chipmunk? Do you have to be so blunt? One of these days I'll teach you to respect me.
Nai-chan, I'm sure Okarin's thinking about important stuff. Oh, wow.
Oh my god, my voices just are going everywhere. Good job, Mayuri.
Okarin! It's too early to make phone wave-chan sparkle, right? Can I go nuke some yakisoba bread?
We removed the door. You can't eat food in it anymore.
Alright, that makes me sad. By the way, have you had breakfast?
Nope.
Let's eat together. We can eat the yakisoba bread cold and then heat up some canned ramen in hot water. Want to join us, Nai-chan? I'm okay. I ate. Okay.
Nai waves, then heads back inside the brown tube workshop. Lured by the prospect of canned ramen, I go inside the lab with Mayuri. The stagnant air makes the room hotter than outside. It doesn't improve much even after we open the window and turn on the fan.
Daru-kun and Chris-chan are kinda late, huh?
Indeed, their lack of dedication is appalling. Just then, the sound of a breaking bicycle comes from downstairs. When I look out the window, I see part-time warrior arriving. She immediately notices me, looks up, and waves.
Sup? Do-do-do, Susan! If it isn't Sheena Mayuri, do-do-do.
They seem to have hit it off. Like I said, Mayuri gets along with everyone. It's because she's a sweetheart and deserves all of the love in the world. Anyways.
Okarin Intro, did you talk to Teeter?
Maybe. I thought I dodged the question, but part-time warrior is persistent.
Come on, you emailed him, didn't you?
Yes, but I'm starting to doubt whether he can be trusted.
What? Why? What went wrong?
Why is she so flustered? Oh, so you're a Teeter otaku. I guess there's an otaku for everything.
Look, it's Christian!
Mayuri leans out the window to wave her hand. Kurisu is walking towards the lab. That reminds me, doesn't part-time warrior have something against Kurisu? I look at Suzuha. Her expression has changed dramatically. Now she's staring at Kurisu in complete silence. She doesn't move a muscle. It's like she's trying to start a fight with her glare. Kurisu's pretty stubborn too, so she meets Suzuha glare for glare. The two of them exchange a word or two in front of the building. For a second, I'm worried that they might start throwing punches, but that doesn't happen.
Christian! Doo-doo-doo! Good morning.
What did you say to that part-timer downstairs? Kurisu shrugs her shoulders.
Nothing much. I told her if she wanted to say something, she should just say it.
I don't think that's nothing. She's lucky that didn't lead to blows. What did she say?
Nothing. She just groaned. I wonder what's wrong with her.
She's jealous of Makisei's popularity, duh. Daru bursts into the lab. She's thinking, if only I joined the lab instead of her, then I would be having fun with everyone right now. I'm so jealous. Or something like that. I'm telling you, man, 3D is hell.
If she wants my lab mem number, she can have it.
What? Nope, that's not it. That's not Daru. What? The lab mem number you carry is the highest credential a scientist could hope to achieve. They sell for millions on the black market, but you would give it away?
It's not exactly a counterfeit passport. Also, shut up. Mayushi wants everyone to get along.
Well, I don't really care about their little quarrel anyway. Only one thing interests me now, the mystery of D-mail. We begin experimenting immediately. Even though it's still morning, the electrical discharge occurs on demand. Things look favorable today. That reminds me, we haven't talked to Mr. Brown yet. Maybe we should come up with an excuse first. To be honest though, I don't care what he thinks. For we are at war. War against the organization and CERN, the dark powers that rule the world from the shadows. Anzai-sensei, I want to eat Fairstone's home cooking.
If you give up, it's game over.
Okay, let's see who this is. Part-time warrior.
Akihabara is such a strange town. Everywhere I look, I see drawings of cute girls. Some of them even have their breasts fully exposed, which startled me. Coming here has been a real culture shock. It's amazing how peaceful Japan is now.
Drawings of cute girls. Unfortunately, Moe has become the symbol of Akihabara and the chaos that rules here. Get used to it. I can imagine how that would shock someone who isn't prepared. I agree, it's all because of the organization's efforts to stupidify Japan. Oh, that's mean. I would say probably this one. Yeah, let's go with that one. Mail sent. Yeah. Okay. Unfortunately, Daru's second D-mail fails to change the past. I get the feeling Rynet matches are difficult to cheat your way out of like this. Not to mention, we're limited to 36 bytes of text. Looks like we have to give up on Daru. He's gone to drown his sorrows in the internet. Alright, so who do we experiment on? From the look on Kurisu's face, I don't think she's willing to change her policy. That leaves only one candidate. Mayuri, it's time for you to change the past.
Me? Are you sure? But, what should I change?
Mayuri looks stumped as she slurps her canned ramen.
Oh, I know! I'll make Nuka-kun wear one of my costumes.
How?
By sending Nuka-kun an email.
I don't think a simple request is going to change the past. Can't you think of anything easier to change and observe? She slurps more ramen. Let's use that canned ramen. Looks like I'm the only one with ideas. You'll send a D-mail to yourself 1 hour ago. Type, I want to eat canned Odin, or something like that.
I don't think that's enough to convince her to. Oh, that might work! When I went to the vending machine today, I spent 10 minutes wondering if I should get canned Odin or canned ramen. It was really hard.
So a little push should be enough to make you choose canned Odin. Alright, let's go with that.
Okay, but before we change the past, I gotta finish this ramen first.
Mayuri starts shoveling the ramen into her mouth.
What happens if you don't finish it? It'll go to waste!
Oh, Mayuri, you're... my heart.
Oh, of course.
Kursu clearly doesn't know what to say. Mayuri really is a ditz. I'm used to it by now, of course. Bite your tongue, Okabe Rintaro. She is a sweetheart. I get the phone wave names of the change prepped for D-mail. The content of Mayuri's mail is simple enough. Canned Odin, piping hot and delicious. I just hope it actually works. We wait for Mayuri to finish eating her canned ramen, then activate the phone wave names of the change. To send it 1 hour back, we input one number. £1. In other words, we set the microwave for only 1 second. I wonder if the discharge phenomenon will occur in such a short span of time. That's something else we'll learn from this experiment. Phone wave, name switch change, activate!
I haven't sent it yet.
There wasn't enough time to blink.
So 1 second isn't enough for the discharge to occur. That's what I expected, but it's good to have proof.
What if you try warming it up beforehand?
Warming it up?
Nope, wrong voice.
Warming it up?
1 second isn't enough, right? So just run the microwave for about 30 seconds without sending a mail. As soon as it's done, run it again with the timer set at 1 second. That should cause the discharge, right?
Any basis for that?
Nope. Damn, Mayuri, got anything else?
Well, we could change the flavor of the rice ball I bought last night.
Do you remember what kind of rice ball you ate last night?
Smoked tuna. She remembers?
Impressive.
So let's change that to, fish eggs.
Maybe we should find another test subject. Something is telling me we're going to have to look outside the lab. I go for a walk to clear my head. After lunch at King Burger. King Burger! Really? I grab a coffee at the Starbucks on the first floor of Yodobashi. Oh my god. Those hurt. King Burger and Starbucks. I left Mayuri and the others at the lab. I need some time to get my thoughts in order. I recall what happened when I sent myself the lot of 6 numbers. The moment I sent that D-mail, I felt a strong tremor, and the world as I knew it changed slightly. The fact that I had sent a D-mail had been undone. I know that because it had disappeared from my send history. However, it was in my inbox. The mail had definitely reached the past. What does this mean? The mail was received but never sent. Isn't that a time paradox? Is that the reason why everyone else lost their memories? Why did that happen? The butterfly effect? That's not an answer. Changing the past changed the world. Peter spoke of divergence. When divergence changes, are people's memories reconstructed to match the new time world line? But then how come I remember the previous world line even after the past changes? My deliberations are interrupted by an incoming mail. don't have time for this. Yes, you do! I can't open it, never mind. It's a mail, so I can just reply to it later. I concentrate on my coffee. No, I want to open it! However, open! Oh, it's Mocha. Never mind. All these mails. No doubt about it, it's got to be Kiryu Mocha, the male demon known as Shining Finger. How can she be so shy in real life and so persistent in email? There's something wrong with that woman. There we go. I sigh and open my mail reluctantly.
Can I send an email too, please?
Mocha.
Please reply. I'm a lab mem too, right? Pretty please?
Mocha. What? She wants to send a D-mail? That reminds me, yesterday I made Mocha LabMem 005. That means she's qualified to participate in our experiments. Mocha seems serious, so she might meet my demands. Most importantly, all the other LabMems are completely useless when it comes to D-mails. I still haven't been able to verify whether or not I can keep my memories if someone else changes the past. But wait. I'm worried. Mocha works for an editorial company. In other words, she's related to the media. What if she sends a D-mail and leaks word of the time machine? We'd be flooded by press. Gone will be the days of lurking in the shadows. My location will be exposed to the organization. Of course, sooner or later we're going to have to announce our findings to the world. But in that case, I'd rather choose a national newspaper or TV network to cover the event rather than some shady magazine. That way it'll spread faster throughout Japan. Nay, the world. Either way, something tells me it's better not to go public through Mocha. And we've got another one.
I'm a lab mem too, aren't I?
Mocha. However, Mocha is a lab mem. Yesterday, we told her everything about the phone wave temperature change and D-mails. Moreover, we made her one of us. It was necessary to buy her silence. Realizing that I have no reason to deny Mocha her request, I put my phone to my ear. It's me. Yeah, I have some doubts. What? You can tell by my voice? You know me too well. So, about whether or not I should include Shining Finger in the phone wave names to change experiments. What? Nonsense! You want me to offer her as a sacrifice? True, I am prepared to make sacrifices in order to bring chaos to the world, but... No, there's no problem. I shouldn't have hesitated. Pathetic. Maybe I'm not cut out to be a mad scientist. Yeah, you might say her offer was a message. No doubt this too is the choice of Steins Gate. L. Sai Kongru. It's decided. I type a reply to Mocha's mail. Indeed you are, lab member 005 Shining Finger. Report to the lab at once. After sending it off, I hurry back to the lab. When I get back to the lab, Mocha is squatting at the bottom of the staircase. Since she's not sitting on the bench, I guess that crouching while holding her knees in this particular woman's favorite position. Is this particular woman's favorite position? She's staring at her phone like usual. Once she notices me approaching, she slowly stands up. But she doesn't look at me.
Thank you.
For what? And we go to our text.
I know it's selfish, but I really need to send an email.
Mocha. I don't think you're selfish. In fact, I'm grateful for your offer. Once we enter the lab, I get all the lab members to stop what they're doing, and then tell them about Mocha's situation.
I think it's a good idea. Mocha-san is lab mem too.
Daru and Kurisu don't object either. So, what sort of mail does Kiryushi plan to send? My request is that its contents be simple and easy to measure, so that we can confirm whether or not the past changes. A new mail. Again.
I'm sorry, there's one more thing. I want to keep my message secret, Mocha.
Why does she have to explain every little thing with a mail? No, more importantly. A secret? What do you mean?
What's going on? It's private. It would be embarrassing if anyone knew, Mocha.
No, that's not the problem. Kurisu peeks at my phone from beside me.
I see. I understand how you feel, but since this is an experiment, data collection should take priority.
Wow, I bungled that sentence.
Oh,
We agree for once, Assistant.
I'm not agreeing with you exactly. If we don't collect data, then we'll never figure out how the phone wave works. But girls have a lot of secrets, you know. You shouldn't ask her to tell her secrets, Okarin. That's perverted.
God damn it. Why is everybody just like, you know what? What if this thing, this random thing, this totally random thing is just, it's just sex? What if it's just sex? God damn it. Whoa, is that where you're going with this? Calm down, Daru. I turn to Mayuri and Moeka, who appear to have formed some kind of mainstream girl alliance. We're not asking you to send something private. Kursu nods firmly at my words. Looks like she doesn't intend to join the mainstream girl alliance.
Even if you want to send something private, you shouldn't for now. We still don't know how this thing handles paradoxes, so we need to be extremely careful. Nothing private? Nothing you want to keep secret, at least. Even if you mean well, the mail's content might have a serious effect on the timeline. You should just show your mail to a third party and have them check if the content is problematic or not.
Indeed, my assistant said everything I wanted to say. I will add only that the experiment must go on.
I wasn't speaking for you, don't misunderstand.
Cheeky little.
Experiments prioritize data over privacy in the first place. If you're going to be a test subject, you need to be prepared for that.
Don't tell me that's the reason Kurisu won't send an email herself.
Really? I knew she wasn't prepared for that. I'm sorry, Christian. You don't have to apologize. I'm not criticizing you. It's just how these things work.
I imagine some people might take issue with that statement, but I'll refrain from saying anything. I'd rather not get my head chewed off right now. Moeka's expression doesn't change. Same as always. I don't know what she's thinking. You're a lab MEM. You need to trust us. Save private information for another day. If you can't, then I'll be forced to show you what lies dormant inside of the great Ho in Kyoma, the terrible power of insanity. Moeka is already typing on her phone. My threat was ineffectual, it seems.
Can I see the emails you've sent so far? I want to use them as a reference.
Moeka. Well, I can show you my arrival history.
And the send history?
Don't have one. The send history disappears after you send the email. I confirmed that after I sent the email yesterday. Moeka was there, but she doesn't remember either.
I don't need to see the history, and I'll show you the message before I send it. Is that okay?
Moeka. Looks like she understands. I show the mail to Kurisu too.
You don't have to if you don't want to, Moeka-san.
Is that supposed to be encouragement? Mayuri sounds concerned for some reason. So, what you gonna send? Okarin wants us to change the past in an easy-to-measure way, but that's setting the bar way too high. Nonsense. You're all just aiming too low.
I have an idea.
Moeka murmurs. Oh, this could be good. Give us the details. Moeka then invokes her power once more. Ultra-fast typing, the power known as Shining Finger.
About 4 days ago, I bought a new phone, but now that I've tried it, I think I should have stayed with the old one, so I want to use a D-mail to tell myself not to buy a new phone. If we do that, the phone I'm holding will change, won't it?
Moeka. Excellent, Shining Finger! You're a model lab MEM! This should make it easy to tell whether the past has changed. Looks like the three useless members have no objections to Moeka's superior idea. We look at Moeka's phone. It's purple and gaudy. There's no strap, and it's not like the deco phones popular among mainstream women nowadays. Oh, that's the GG01 that just came out last month.
GG01?
The latest model. Pretty sure the screen is detachable, so you can swap out attachments for it. It's in short supply right now, so you need to be placed on a wait list. Nice job getting one.
It's the most popular model, but she wants her old one back? I guess hardcore phone users have other concerns besides fashion. So, Finger. Why do you call Moeka-san Finger? That's the name of her Esper power, Kiryu Moeka. I dubbed the Shining Finger. Use this name with pride. Moeka shakes her head expressionlessly. What? You don't like it? Why it's such a cool name? What's the problem? Moeka-san is Moeka-san. Her fingers don't shine or anything. Oh my god, voice crack. Hello.
Don't feed the trolls, Mayushi.
I'm not trolling, just naming her power. Cut the chatter and get started. Damn it. You're just an assistant. Don't boss us around.
What if the manager says something?
Don't be so afraid of Mr. Brown. If he storms in yelling, I'll kick him to the curb.
Seriously, Okarin, you're so cool. That's why we love you.
He's just talk. I'll be the adult and ignore Kurisu's insult. Moeka has already written her 36-byte mail. When I look at Moeka to see if she's ready, she nods faintly. We set the timer to 100 seconds. The D-mail should arrive at Moeka's phone 4 days ago, July 31st. Phone wave name switch change. Activate! About 15 seconds after activation, the discharge phenomenon occurs. I glance at Moeka. She nods grimly, an unusual show of emotion. And then she presses the button. Five two three two two nine. No, 299. Oh god. And I think that is a pretty good place to cut it. We have changed the world line yet again. Everything's probably not going to be fine because, you know, it wouldn't be a very good story if everything was just fine. So, I'm really looking forward to seeing where this goes. There's already been a lot of stuff in here that's just kind of been a little bit different from the anime. Whether it's just like including a little bit of different things or slightly different character interactions. I don't know if that's because of the choices that I've made, just responding to people and whether or not I've answered. But, I feel like there is something along those lines. I don't know. It could just be that they adapted the anime to be a little bit more streamlined. Who can say? But anyways, thank you all so much for following my playthrough of Steins Gate, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye now.